important to do. I found this definition online that I liked the most, and it's basically the before, the during, and after of whatever it is that you are buying or the service that you're providing. So I split it apart, and it's basically a series of activities designed to enhance the level of customer satisfaction. Makes sense? And then the second part is the feeling that the product or service, that it's met the customer's expectation. What's interesting about that clipboard on the left there is that average is no longer middle of the road. So customers are looking for something more. They want to be wowed, they want more. So how do we give that to them? So the 5 senses customer service experience, basically dividing those two things again in half, is the before, during, and after, and we call that our service wheels. That's going to be process, okay? And a lot of times, I think Candy mentioned it before, is if you are thinking of something, unless you write it down and you do have it in a process, nobody else knows but you. Okay, so we've done a very good job in trying to be able to do that, almost too much, but it's better to have a lot more than not enough. And then the second half is my favorite, which is the feeling and basically the differentiation. So I always say a haircut is a haircut is a haircut, but what's a haircut at 5 senses like? Okay, how are we going to stand out so that that way we can go ahead and be talked about differently from the competition? So a lot of times I'll ask the staff, whatever your most expensive service is, we have $50 haircuts, and I'll ask the staff, are you giving a $50 haircut today? And it's interesting as to how they respond. Okay, are you giving a $75 massage today? Are you giving an $80 manicure pedicure? First of all, can you believe people are paying $80 for a manicure and pedicure? Well, then let's give them an $80 pedicure, okay? So those are types of things that it makes you grounded as to understanding as to what is it that we need to do, because these are our jobs, right? But we are very fortunate to be in an industry, we're not dentists, and people don't like going to the dentist, okay? We are in the beauty industry. People are looking forward to coming to see us. So the before is everything having to do to getting them to that point. And as owners, we all know how hard it is just to get there and how expensive it can be with the marketing and the advertising. So it's everything from what do you want that customer to experience from when they pick up the phone to dial your phone number. What is that service wheel supposed to look like when they're calling in? And even to the booking options. So many times now we are all looking for booking options online, on our phones. And then the confirmation, don't bother me with a phone call, or some people, but other people say, customer service is lost, I want that phone call. Okay, so how can you go ahead and respond to all types of people that are coming to your location? The during looks a little overwhelming at first, but when you break it down, this is the main event. Okay, so from when they walk in to when they leave, what is it that that person's going to experience? We have a service wheel for our salon, for our nail care, as well as for the spa. And again, it's nothing that you guys don't know. It's just whatever's in your head, putting it down. And we just adopted the Qnity program, where they do a really good job in trying to communicate to these individuals that are very visual with visuals. So all of those words are in pictures right outside the box. So without even reading it, I know that if you're coming in for a spa service, I'm going to give them a binder, I'm going to tell them to be quiet down the spa hallway, I'm going to show them to the ropes, tell them how to use the lock, shake their hand, the service provider greets them, they do the experience card, we're going to listen to their needs, and so on. If you notice, only a sliver of that whole service wheel is the actual service. Okay, because it carries on into afterwards and escorting them to the retail, being able to show them the product knowledge and the products, as well as the follow-up of asking for that referral and loyalty points and all of that stuff. So that little sliver is what most of your staff probably thinks is the main event, and it's not. It is the whole entire experience. The after, it doesn't stop at the payment at the front desk. Obviously, it continues on. So we do surveys, reviews, email promotions, referrals, and making sure that we connect with those lost guests. Why? It costs us so much money to get them through that door. And I always say, we've been open for 9 years. I shouldn't have to spend another dime on marketing and advertising. And I know you guys are all thinking the same thing, but we constantly are having to. So what are we doing wrong to not be able to retain those people? And let's learn from that. And then let's go ahead and have a process improvement from it. So this is quite interesting because this little saying says it takes months to get people there, but it'll take seconds. It'll take seconds. And what's so hard is that the person will go ahead and say, you know, they'll have a whole day of services, and it's that way that they got checked out at the end that totally crushes the whole day. You worked so hard up to that point, and it was because the gift certificate wasn't found, or it wasn't the right amount, or the person didn't go ahead and make eye contact, or didn't follow through with the promise. That'll totally crush that wonderful massage or that haircut that you just had. So what's the 5 senses experience? So what we did, so now this is the experience part of differentiating ourselves. We play on the 5 senses, so much that that's what I called my business. So basically, during your visit, you will find your 5 senses awakened and renewed. At 5 Senses Spa and Salon, you'll find an experience that is uniquely yours. For an hour, for a day, it's your place, your moment. Who doesn't want to be there? Okay, so what is it as to how you're representing yourself? So this is how we go ahead and explain it to people visually, and we did do a major renovation where we changed things with a new color bar, custom-made manicure pedicure chairs, that's a whole story in itself, and then the spa area too, and this is what it looks like.
Come experience Peoria's first full-service spa and salon for men and women. At 5 Senses Spa and Salon, our staff is continually trained by a Veda specialist for hair, nails, and spa services. Our hair services begin with a complimentary neck, shoulder, and scalp stress relief treatment. You will be mesmerized by our fiber optic stars during your shampoo experience. 5 Senses Spa and Salon is the perfect setting for getting your nails done with friends. Our pedicure throne will have you feeling like royalty as you are being pampered and surrounded by pillows. After you have slipped into our lush spa robes and have indulged in our chocolate fountain, your spa experience will leave you relaxed and rejuvenated. Escape to another world in our full-size Vichy shower room where you will be spoiled with this therapeutic system. 5 Senses Spa and Salon is located in the Jones Brothers Plaza at the Shops of Grand Prairie.
Okay, so that's us in a nutshell in 30 seconds. But there's a whole lot more work into it than just that quick little PowerPoint presentation. So what we did is, like I said, a haircut is a haircut, but at our place is that experience. One of the examples I always use is you can take a steak from the best steakhouse in town and go ahead and serve it in McDonald's, and I'll guarantee you it will not taste the same, because it's everything else that's surrounding it that's going to make that steak taste the way that it does.